with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Brady. And first hookup of his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff to Fournette. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Brady.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way down to the 39. Now a play fake. Rodgers steps away. And this is taken in at the 5. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And they will take a knee here. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Jones. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Mercedes Lewis there to make the grab. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fournette, a first down carry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that had ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again? And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers again now. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers to throw once more. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. Touchdown! Aaron Jones. As the first half is winding down. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And Brady going to be intercepted. intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And a potential turning point as they get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll try and run for it with Jones.
Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. They'll run it with Jones.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee. On third down, here's Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it fourth down. They'll go with Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Fourth down conversions this drive now 3 for 3.
I'd love to get a look at his play chart right now because he obviously has confidence in everything he has written down in terms of short yardage and going for it on fourth down.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Running right, Jones. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Drops it to Jones in the flat. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
A fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Brady. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And a great return as they're finally able.